What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I am going to be playing something I have not played in years, which is pretty insane because I really did love Driveclub back in the day, but my goodness, even on PS5, this game still looks incredible. There's a few things I did want to go over here before jumping into a couple of events, because I do know a lot of players might not have played this game in a while, or who knows, maybe they're looking to come back to after how some of the current racing games are kind of awful. But nonetheless, though, a few things here is you'll probably notice right away that the regular multiplayer is obviously off. You can't like change your club or like browse different clubs or do different like community challenges and stuff like that, which isn't a big deal. I mean, we do know this game is like what, 9.5 years old, so probably not that much of a problem there. And then we also see that the multiplayer is completely off, but you can still basically make any of your own single events there with any vehicle in a race, time trial, sprint, or drift events and stuff like that. And then you can also do the regular Drive Club tour events as well. Now, there's only going to be one negative thing with Drive Club that I would say everybody is most likely not too happy about. And you'll also notice here that I can't even get these two DLCs, but you guys will probably notice that, yeah, I do have most of the DLCs in the game, so I can play them. The problem with this, though, guys, if you do actually want to get on Drive Club and you're like, yo, let me pick up some of them DLCs and jump in and play, here's the problem. You actually can't. You cannot get any of the Drive Club things at all. So you guys will see here, looking at the Sony thing, you legit will not be able to get any of it on the game. Like, the expansions are closed. Not sure if that's going to show up. That one says purchased, but if you guys are looking at the Drive Club store and stuff, there's not going to show that many things on the game, unfortunately. Like, if you are looking at this, you're probably not going to be able to get any of the upgrades or like the DLCs for it. So you are probably going to be forced to play the main tour, like whatever of these are actually in the game for that matter. And what's kind of unfortunate, I did miss out on one thing. I did not get the Drive Club bikes back in the day, so I basically can't do any of these at all. Like, if you click on it, it's going to say, well, hey, bro, you can play, but you got to purchase the DLC to play it. And you can't. So that's kind of a issue. But nonetheless, though, guys, before that, at least you can play most of the game in like the main events here in Drive Club if you did want to play it. Not going to lie here, do let me know in the comments below if Drive Club is in the store. I'm just kind of scratching my head. I might have to look. Not sure if it is. I would think it is, but I don't know because they have been taking games away and stuff like that. But that was with the Crew 1. Luckily, Drive Club is not online only, so we don't have to worry about that, do we? Now, for the event I do want to jump into, let me take a look here. What y'all think I should do? Maybe I should do... I'm kind of feeling some fast cars. Why don't I drive the Koenigsegg if I can find the event? Let me look around. There's a lot of events in here, bro. Ah, there it is. Sweden's finest. Probably one of my favorite events in the entire game. Let's click on this here. And you already know I have to drive the Koenigsegg 1. If you guys are wondering, we also have the lovely Koenigsegg Agera R, which I love that thing. And then we have the Koenigsegg Vergara, which I've never even driven it. Based on the level 1 for the fame earned there, never driven it. And then for the Koenigsegg 1, for some odd reason, I have 3.6 million fame for it. So I think you can probably say I like this car, but let's click on that here. What is this? The special... Oh, yeah, you can't change any of that stuff there. I remember the club thing. It was like almost like a clan, I think. I'm going to go with the factory color. Oh, yeah, look at that animation, man. Like, even on the PS5, guys, this game looks so beautiful. Like, look at that. The crazy part is you can't argue that, sure, the graphics you might get on, you might be like, well, it doesn't look that great. Like, there's newer games that might look better. Don't get me wrong, that can be true, but here's the thing. This game is legit 9 years old, bro. What is that camera view? Yeah, that's not gonna work. Oh, yeah, triangle's a shift. Oh, R1. Okay, there we go. Triangle's a shift. Oh, man, this game is... Look at the rain. The rain looks so good. It almost reminds me of, like, Need for Speed 2015. That looks nice. Oh, yeah, I might need to brake to slow down there. Who knew? Kind of used to how the cornering is on Motorfest. You'd speed up and, like, fly around the corner, or even Need for Speed, to where you would pretty much go around the corner drifting or slowing down in the corner. Man, I am struggling with this car right now, bro. It's funny because this was legit my favorite car back in the day, and I legit cannot even drive it. Who knew? I might, that's okay, though. Can't give up. See if I can go catch back up to these people. So one thing I would say right off the bat with this game is it really does feel so much different than something like Motorfest. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. I do know Motorfest is like, well, it's considered like an arcade racing game. You can argue that it isn't, but we can all agree that game's definitely going to be focused on, like, you know, the arcade aspect there, where something like Drive Club is probably going to be more in line of something like Gran Turismo 7. My goodness, bro, I legit can't control this car right now. And what's funny though is I do actually remember doing this race a good amount, and I tend not to be this terrible. But right now, guys, this is honestly pretty awful. Like, look, I legit can't even go around the corners nice. This is not what I had in mind. Then again, the Koenigsegg one is so dang fast in this game, it can barely, like, grip. It pretty much slides everywhere, and I am still struggling. Let me see if I can speed up a bit here. What's kind of crazy to me is, like, playing a game that's 9 years old like this, like, you wouldn't notice it. Looking at, like, the graphics, the way the cars feel, like, the game really does feel so much better than, you know, a lot of the new games nowadays, which is pretty insane. Let me go in first-person mode. Maybe I could drive a little bit better or worse. Look at that first-person view with the water hitting the window. My goodness, the graphics in this game were something, man. I remember playing this game legit every day after school. I would come home and go, you know what, let me jump on. Oh, man, look at that. That was... I legit just spun out. That was terrible. One thing I noticed in first person, you also do not have, like, the tachometers and stuff like that. Man, I've been too spoiled by games like Motorfest and stuff to where I pretty much am way too used to it. I might need to restart to even get in a better place in this one, because I am still in 7th. Way too far behind everything else, because I can't drive, apparently, and I am struggling over here, even though I used to play this game way too much back in the day. That goes to show, guys, that I am not used to the sim type of handling. Might need to get Gran Turismo 7 and work on that a little bit. Heard a lot of great things about that game. Let me know in the comments below, by the way, guys. Would you recommend me getting Gran Turismo 7? Would like to know your thoughts. I thought about getting it. I don't know, man. I've seen some mixed reviews on the game, but then again, it's all about how you enjoy the game. You can't really go by reviews. I get that stuff. But might have to think about getting Gran Turismo 7. It did look pretty dang awesome. Now, let's see if I can actually make a comeback in this race. If you are wondering, I am going to be doing the other race. Hopefully, I do better in that one. Ooh. Okay. So we only have one more lap left, though. Correct there. Come here, boy. I got to go catch up to these people now. I'm kind of getting the handling down a little bit after not playing this game for years. Let me go catch up to these dudes. Man, the rain looks incredible, bro. Like, look at the graphics. Like, I do understand you can tell the game is from, like, a PS4 or something like that. Like, looking at it on the PS5, you're like, yeah, I mean, it looks okay, but they probably could have did a tad better. To be honest, guys, I actually think it looks pretty dang good. Like, I love the way the rain looks. I know people even compare the graphics in this game to new racing games, and I think that's probably going to be for good reasoning, because it legit looks incredible. And I am somehow in first now after staying in 7th, and I can barely turn on most of the other turns there. Don't spin out, buddy. Please don't spin out on me, Koenigsegg. Oh, go around the turn. So I did notice one thing with the AI in this game. They are actually pretty dang impressive. Like, you can't change the difficulty. At least I don't think you can anyway. I'm pretty sure you can't. But even then, guys, I would say the AI in this game will give you a pretty good running for your money on these events. Like, you're driving a fast car like this, the AI definitely know they're in a fast car. They will keep up with you and then pretty much try to, like, pass you, or you have to block them and stuff like that. Oh, man, I might actually win this one, bro. Man, look at the acceleration, the sense of speed on this Koenigsegg, bro. Look at that thing. Yo, I won that race. Let's go. All right, let's move over to the next event, guys. The first one wasn't that good, but I somehow came off and won that. All right, so here's the second race. Oh, man, that was a crazy start there. The car basically spun out against me. Man, like, I just love the atmosphere of this game, man. It was something. Can you guys imagine an open-world Driveclub game? That would be the craziest thing ever. Also, I have to admit one thing. Does anybody also know why this game pretty much, like, went under, or, like, I guess you could say they stopped developing it? Like, didn't they close a studio, or they moved around the people to other studios? Something like that. I honestly have no idea. Also, the one thing I want to mention for all the racing game enthusiasts out there, you guys ever notice how you have, like, the little star things there on the left side, like get top 3, or reach, like, a crazy speed on this one area, or get something like the regular cornering face-offs where you have to stay on that line or something like that? Why don't they add something like that to new racing games? Which, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't doubt if new games have it. I wouldn't know, because I haven't played Gran Turismo or something like Forza. But we do know Motorfest and, like, other games like Need for Speed don't have stuff like that. Would you guys like to see that? Like, for example, let's say in Motorfest or even Need for Speed, you have to, like, I don't know, take down a cop or two in that race, or, like, overtake, like, 5 drivers. You might get, like, a money bonus or something like that. That would be pretty dope. Ooh, I'm going to try to slide around your DMs there, buddy. Or, I guess not, because, man, his Koenigsegg's green. I like the color of that. That looks pretty dope. Oh. Well, sometimes not taking the lines right, I guess, can help you. I guess I'm no sim driver, am I? Even though I'm on a controller. Playing this game on an actual wheel would probably be pretty crazy. Oh, coming around the first turn to the finish line, and we have 3 laps. Oh, man, look at those mountains in the background. We have all the NPCs there, which don't look terrible compared to some other games I have seen. Overall, though, I have to say one thing about Drive Club, guys. If you haven't played this game, I would actually recommend jumping on it. I don't know if it's on the store. I'm going to look. I would like to hope that it is. I did actually end up getting the disc a long time ago. You know what's crazy, too? I was actually going to sell it. I legit almost sold the Drive Club disc. I was going to put it up on the, whatever, one of those weird sites are to sell stuff, like, locally. Almost put it on there. Someone was like, I'll take it for, like, 15 bucks. This was, like, years ago. And I was like, nah, bro, I'm actually going to keep it. Something's telling me to keep the game and hang on to it. Maybe you never know, I might play it. And boom, here we are playing Drive Club in 2024. I gotta admit, I'm glad I kept it. This game is still so dang fun. Also really makes me like the sim type of handling. Like, it's dope, man. I couldn't imagine what, was that game called? Oh yeah, Gran Turismo. Even like Forza Motorsport. Not sure how those games stack against each other. Might have to get an Xbox in the future. My goodness, I really might have to do that to play some Forza. Mix up the gameplay and all that stuff. Okay, I believe we're coming up to the last lap here. Oh, I hit the wrong button because I'm so used to Motorfest. I'm trying to hit R1 to shift my gears, but it ain't working. So I'm going to try to do this last lap in first. Oh, goodness. First-person mode's got me messed up, bro. Goodness, that was something. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can do this in first person here with the Koenigsegg. Save me, buddy. Okay, but one thing I got to say, though, driving in first-person mode is something interesting. Man, I don't think I shifted my gears there, did I? Oh, goodness, this is so weird in first person, bro. Ah, help me. Okay, so let me go around the... Okay, I'm cutting the corner there. I'm about to get a penalty for cheating. I don't want to be cheating. Let me go... Oh, no, I ain't going slow. Y'all see that sign go slow? Yeah, I think not. I think not. Oh, man, it's weird in first person, bro. I do like it, though. It's really, like, visible. One thing I gotta say, too, the car sounds in this game, man, for being a racing game back in 2014. We can agree. Sounded pretty dang good. Also do not know the developing studio behind Driveclub. Might want to look at that. I do know they were all like branched off into other studios. I do know that, and then the game was obviously like axed or whatever. Y'all want to know a fun fact, by the way? This was the last game I actually went to a midnight release on. Might actually have to change that with GTA 6 though. Might need to go to a midnight release for that. This was legit the last game I went to a midnight release for back in 2014, bro. Because you know all the games are digital now. We don't have to go to the games anymore. Don't know what I just said. Okay, come on, don't mess up on the last part of the race there, because I always do that for some reason. Oh, watch out for the turns. So it looks like, guys, I did manage to get first place on both events after not playing this game for, I don't even know. When did I play this game last? A couple months ago? I don't even know. But regardless, though, I managed to get first place even in first-person mode. Gotta admit right now, guys, if you haven't played Drive Club, jump back in. It still looks incredible on the PS5. I do know currently I don't think you can actually get the DLCs at all from what I was noticing in it. Man, level 71. I don't know if that's good or not, because I haven't played this game in a while. It's probably fairly low, considering this game is older. The one thing I do want to mention here, though, is if you guys are wondering, I hope the volume was good on, like, the cars and stuff like that. I was trying to, like, lower it, mess it around a bit so it wasn't too incredibly loud in the races and stuff, but I had it as low as I possibly could go. Also looking at the car list. Oh, man, okay. Seriously, we need the Hennessy Venom in different games. I think it's in Forza. Let me know in the comments below, but I remember driving this car back on Most Wanted 2012. I'm going to have to jump back on that game too, man. I love that game. And we also had the lovely Gumpert Apollo. I do believe this car was in Hot Pursuit. Nonetheless, though, guys, I really did enjoy this game. My goodness, Drive Club was incredible, being over 9 years old. I would definitely recommend jumping back on it if you haven't played it in a minute. I'm also going to check the store and let you guys know in the comments if it is in there. I honestly don't know because I haven't looked in a while. I'm going to say it should be. Can't get any of the DLCs, though, which is kind of unfortunate, so you can't use any of them. Man, where's the Zesto Elemento in racing games? I know it's in Forza, but, like, Motorfest may hopefully get the Zesto Elemento one day, but I do have a feeling we're probably not going to see this car for a while. Oh, yeah, I could spin that. Look at that, the way you can view the detail. Like, you can see the carbon fiber all over it. I do know this car was in Hot Pursuit and the lovely Need for Speed movie. Love this thing so much. Love to see it in more racing games, but probably not going to happen. Guessing something with licensing there. Overall, though, guys, I would like to know what you think about Drive Club in the comments below. Even though the game is approaching 10 years old, I still really feel like this game did so many things pretty dang good, and I do feel like even to this day, a lot of players would enjoy it. I really wish they would actually add all the DLCs into the game for free to where you can't play all of them. Who knows, maybe that could happen if a lot of people want that. And I also do want to mention the last thing, I am planning on doing a lot more games and videos like this in the future. Don't get me wrong, guys, I love Motorfest, but I really do want to jump out and do some other like Need for Speed games. I am going to be covering something like Payback, at least a few videos in there, and Need for Speed 2015. Also planning on doing a lot of videos on Need for Speed Heat, so stay tuned for that. Do let me know in the comments below if you would like to see more videos on Driveclub, and also put some of those games in the comments that you would like me to do some videos on.